My name is Nathan, and I am a junior neuroscience major. I've been working with Mark in the Office of Sustainability for over 3 years now. And he is going to lead us off with a little opening remarks. So this is Mark Murphy, the Director of Sustainability for over 30 years on campus.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the University of Scranton. This is probably at least our 10th year of having the Earth Day Essay Contest. This year was the largest turnout we ever had. Surprisingly, the next largest turnout we have happened April 2020, which was right when the pandemic broke out. So I think a lot of students were home and needed something to do, and they did. So that year we had about 100, I think it was 164 essays. This year we had 350. Okay, it was a tremendous turnout of essays, and the quality of the papers every year seems to get better and better. And one part of it I can tell is that some teachers are very connected with doing things that have to do with sustainability and with the earth and with the environment, and then they pass that along to their students, and they put a lot of work into making sure that these papers come out very well. And it's a nice opportunity for the students to learn about the earth by putting these papers together. And I know when I was younger, one of the first papers that I did that was kind of that big project, the largest project at that particular time. That topic sticks with you for a long, long time. Like for me, it's 59 years it's stuck with me. And that's my hope is when we do this project is that students who put these essays together, right, that it's a topic that's going to stick with them, that it's going to be a passion of theirs, and then that maybe they'll go out into the world and do this sort of stuff to help us all save our planet, because our planet does have some issues right now. So, but now I'll go back on script as Nate put it together for me. So, good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming to celebrate and to acknowledge your students for their accomplishments for participating in the Earth Day Essay Contest. We had essays from many schools: Dallas, Howard Gardner, Scranton Prep, a number of Scranton School District schools. We had a large number of papers from Bay Academy, which is in New York City. We also had one paper from Texas this year. And again, I want to thank the parents and teachers for encouraging their students for doing these papers. And I was really impressed that just about everybody met the deadline also, which was very impressive this year. And I will now turn the program back over to Nate. Nate has been in my office. He started working for me his summer year before he even took a class on the University of Scranton campus. He's a local student. Next year he'll be graduating. He'll be a senior. So he's been working for me about 3 years, and he's been almost my right arm for about the last 2.5 years anyway. So Nate, you can begin our ceremony.
So again, thank you all for coming out. The essays were all amazing. It was very hard to pick winners. I hope that the students especially, I hope that you guys learned a lot from writing these essays, and I hope that you take this experience into your daily lives. So as I call the winners, please come up. Mr. Murphy will give you your medal, and then just stand off to the side because we are going to get a big group picture by grade. So Stan will be helping guide that, and so I will begin with 5th grade. So in 3rd place, Alec G. And Alec is from All Saints Academy. Alec wrote about the good things about recycling, and he is from All Saints Academy. So Alec, please stand off to the side. Thank you. We actually had a tie for 3rd place. The other 3rd place award for 5th grade is going to Ryan Ricardo. Ryan is from Dallas Intermediate High School, and he wrote about renewable energy. In 2nd place is Callie Comstock. Callie is also from Dallas, and she wrote about how we are connected through single-use products. In 1st place is Carly Knorr. Carly is also from Dallas Intermediate High School, and she wrote an essay on how we are all connected through gardening. And I would like to just read an excerpt from Carly's essay. Plants help a lot of problems, and we shouldn't take advantage of gardening or the usefulness of plants. We can all use gardening in our own ways. Through time, gardens have served as places not only for humans to grow plants, but as a place for people to relax and connect with nature. That is how everything can be connected to gardening. So, fifth graders, please come on up, and let's give a warm round of applause. All right.
Thank you
very much.
Congratulations. The topics are wonderful.
Now, on to sixth grade. We also had a tie for third in sixth grade. So in third place is Devin Rong from Bay Academy. Devin wrote about how pollution affects us all. Also in third place is Alex Rosenkrantz. Alex is from Holy Rosary, and he wrote about the value of recycling. In second place is Nicholas Ardolino. Nicholas is from Bay Academy, and he wrote about why cleaning up matters. In first place, we have Emma DeSanto. Emma is from Holy Rosary, and she wrote about how to take care of the earth using EV vehicles. And I would just like to read an excerpt from Emma's paper. If we are serious about taking better care of the earth, electric vehicles will become absolutely necessary, rather than just popular. There are two reasons why EVs are important in the healing and care of the earth. They drastically eliminate emissions, and they cut down on oil costs. In fact, if we all drove EVs and relied on renewable energy sources to keep them going, we could eliminate dangerous emissions that are ruining the planet and contributing to our global climate crisis. So let's give a warm round of applause for Emma and all the other sixth graders. All right, so seventh grade, it was our largest group of essays that we received. We read over 100 excellent seventh grade essays. And with the extremely large number, we decided to give each place a tie because, frankly, it would be impossible to pick out a top three from this group. So, in third place is Matthew Cohen. Matthew is from Howard Gardner, and he wrote about how nuclear fusion can be a safe and environmentally friendly energy source. Also in third place is Edwin Camacho. Edwin is from West Intermediate School, and he wrote about why recycling is important in our lives. In second place is Eddie Hann. Eddie is from Northeast Intermediate School, and she wrote about how deforestation affects us all. Also in second place is Cole G. Cole is from All Saints Academy, and he wrote about melting ice. In first place is Maggie Butler. Maggie is from St. Clair, St. Paul's, and she wrote about how healthy eating is good for the environment and for us. And I would just like to read an excerpt from Maggie's paper. The benefits of healthy eating are easy to see, both for ourselves and the world around us. Our world needs more water conservation to continue to have access to enough water. Our bodies need as many nutrients as possible to be healthy. It is important that each one of us thinks about all the benefits that go along with plant-based eating, both on a personal level and a global level. Also in first place for 7th grade is Maeve Judge. Maeve is from Howard Gardner, and she wrote about, well, a very clever title. That's the bee's knees. I would just like to read an excerpt from Maeve's paper. Bees impact our everyday lives just by doing their jobs in the cycle of life, giving pollen to plants and making honey. As humans, we must do what we can to preserve the lives of bees so the population does not decline and they can continue to influence our lives as well as the environment. Bees need to exist and pursue their roles in nature. Our lives depend on it. So once again, let's give a round of applause for 7th grade. Congratulations. All right, moving on to 8th grade. We have another tie for 3rd. So in 3rd place is Kayla V. Kayla is from All Saints Academy, and she wrote about why fossil fuels are not good for the environment. Kayla, I think you might have dropped something. Also in 3rd place is Cleo D. Cleo is also from All Saints Academy, and she wrote about animal agriculture. In 8th grade, we also have a tie for 2nd. In 2nd place is Justin Gao. Justin is from Bay Academy, and he wrote about how to save the bees. Also in 2nd place is Brianna Wang. Brianna is also from Bay Academy, and she wrote about the importance of bees. In 1st place is Michaela White. Michaela is from Howard Gardner Charter School, and she wrote about how no oyster is an island entire of itself. And I would just like to read an excerpt from Michaela's paper. Surprisingly, oysters are a keystone species, an organism that contributes to the definition of a complete ecosystem. If oysters go extinct, we will suffer the consequences. We will not have a natural sea barricade, sieve, or a place for sea creatures to hide. So once more, a round of applause for all of our 8th grade winners. So 9th and 10th grades were combined. I will be sure to acknowledge the awardees' grades when I announce the winners. So in 3rd place is Ella Cohen. Ella is from Scranton Preparatory School, and she wrote about how climate optimism can unify our future. In second place is Archer Jones. Archer is in 10th grade, and he went to West Scranton High School, and he wrote about how renewable energy can help us all. In first place is Brooke Bilski. Brooke goes to Holy Cross High School. She is in 10th grade, and she wrote about how we can learn to save the environment through following Switzerland. And I would like to read an excerpt from Brooke's paper. So what connects us? We are all connected by environments in both countries who are striving not only to get our countries clean, but our planet as a whole. We see Americans who recognize the environmental issues their country faces, and we see them take the necessary steps to take action. We want a planet where the people work hard to sustain its natural beauty. We want it for our future generations. When the children of the two young girls look out their windows, we want them to look at the world that we, the people, are dreaming for them. So one more time, a big round of applause for our 9th and 10th grade winners.
Thank you. Congratulations.
11th and 12th grades were also combined, so I will be acknowledging the grades when I announce the winners. So in third place is Hannah Burke. Hannah is from Blue Mountain High School, and she wrote about the importance of proper agriculture. Hannah. In second place is Dante Warhola. Dante is in 11th grade, and he wrote about how composting can keep our earth clean, and he goes to Holy Cross High School. In first place is Nora Kennedy. Nora is in 11th grade. She goes to Holy Cross High School, and she wrote about overconsumption and how upcycling will reduce it. And I would just like to read an excerpt from Nora's paper. With even just a slight start of people upcycling, it will improve the earth. Upcycling is an easy way to reduce our everyday harmful habits, which further positive improvement to our ecosystems. As well, the garbage waste average would be reduced. Eventually, this will help us to create a happier and healthier environment for all living things. Once more, a big round of applause for the 11th and 12th winners and all the students. So I'm going to turn it over to Mark. He has a few thank yous to say.
First, thank you. I'd like to thank Nathan for his wonderful job he did this evening, going through this ceremony, helping set up, along with our other students. Some of them were just in the last photo. We have a group of students in our sustainability office referred to as the Students for a Better Future. And what they do is they help me with all sorts of projects on campus, things from composting, electric car chargers, plastic bag recycling, doing these events, writing news articles that you might see in our Royal News electronic newspaper that goes out about every week. So there's stuff like that that goes on within the office. And if it wasn't for the students that help us out around here, many of these things there's no way we'd be able to do them. But the great thing about that is the students get this really great experience in doing these projects. And it's neat that the students with certain passion get attracted to these projects and help me get my job done around here. So that's my first thank you is to our students. The next is to our facilities operations department, who helps us with keeping the place looking the way it does and operating and setting up and things like that. Also to Susan Falbo, who works in my office, who was the person that everybody was emailing the 350 papers to, and she did an outstanding job making sure we didn't lose anything and everything was organized. Also to my boss, Jim Caffrey, the Assistant Vice President for Facilities Operations. Through his support, we're able to do events like this, which is very nice. Our student group, the Society for Sustainability and Conservation, it has about 120 members in it. Also to Stan Zygmunt from our Public Relations Department and his royal ambassadors that were here today that were checking you in, doing the certificates. When you get 350 essays, doing 350 certificates, reading all the papers is what our volunteer students did also, scoring them, seriously taking a hard look at them. We did take the project very seriously, and the people who did win medals and are in the finalists, you know the work that you put in your paper, you know the quality of the papers, okay? And that's something that I preach to my students is that when you finish a project, okay, whether you got a medal or not, if you look at that paper, if you're proud of it and you put the time into it, okay, you don't really need a medal or a certificate to say that you did good work, okay? It's all in that work that you did. So again, congratulations, everybody. And the event today was videotaped. Well, video something or other, whether it was taped or not. And it will be put probably up on our Facebook page so that other people will be able to watch it, especially the person who was from Texas and also the people that were from Bay Academy out in New York City. So they'll have an opportunity to see the ceremony and things. So again, thank you this evening. And if you're young enough to participate in our program again next year, please do share with your other friends and teachers. If we end up with more than 350 papers, I look at it that's a successful problem to have, and I hope to have it again next year. Again, happy Earth Day, everybody. April 22nd is a big deal. All right.
So do you want to do one of the tours?
Then they could call me for swarm catching. That'd be great.
Oh, once you got the queen babies, they'll all come down. And then he said after he took them what he needed, he had a back.
Oh, it's good.
They're off a bigger plant that we have over in the greenhouse. These the bigger spider plants, they kind of shoot out like stalks, and then they'll put like the little like baby ones out on that. And these I snipped off of like a bigger one, and you just put them in water, and then they'll shoot some roots out.
My grandma does that.
Yeah, that's what I did with this one here. I cut from this plant.
Oh wow! I really like.
Yeah, because there's like you can see where it got cut there, and now it's already starting to like shoot out another leaf there. So yeah, it's fun stuff.
And they canceled it like, so they had to drive it down.